Hi, this is Doug here at Monopolist, and this is the 5th video in the case study we're doing on the rankings for our own website, lawfirmseo.com. If you haven't seen the previous videos, I'll give you the Clip Notes version. We launched our site back in November of 2018, and when I say launched, I mean we installed WordPress and began adding some very basic content so we could get to work on the SEO for the site. The site was by no means completed or anywhere near completed on what we refer to as our launch date. And then by the end of May 2019, so less than 7 months after launching the site, we had started taking over #1 rankings for very valuable keywords like law firm SEO expert, attorney SEO expert, etc. And then we'd actually hit page 1 and started climbing up to mid-page 1 for big volume keywords like law firm SEO, lawyer SEO. And then the only problem with that was, at the time, we were still working on crafting our user experience plan for the site. And we also knew we were going to have to add several thousand words of content to the homepage to be able to compete long-term for the #1 ranking for our highest volume keywords, especially if we wanted to be able to maintain those #1 rankings once we started generating significant amounts of traffic to the site. So back in mid to late summer of 2019, we went ahead and sacrificed our initial #1 rankings to move forward with the overhaul of the site and start focusing on creating a great user experience and adding lots of additional content. If you saw the site back in the first few months after we launched it, you'll know it didn't used to look like this. We've added a tremendous amount of content to it and crafted it according to what we see as the search intent as Google sees it. So, and that's me here, the guy with the seriously oversized head. So, once we did that, we set out to begin recapturing the #1 rankings we had achieved back in the spring and to start the long-term march actually toward ranking in the top spots for all of our most valuable keywords. So here's where we are today. Let's take a look. Today, as you can see, is November 6, 2019. This is the Bright Local Rank Checker tool, one of several tools we use here. These are the keywords and the organic rankings and the mobile rankings in this column. Here at Lawyer SEO Expert, we actually took over the #1 ranking for Lawyer SEO Expert a couple weeks ago, and we'll click this number here and click SERP screenshot. SERP SERP just stands for Search Engine Results Page. Bright Local actually takes a screenshot when it goes out online and determines where we're ranking for the various keywords. So we'll click that button. Takes a minute to load up, and we'll like that. As you can see, Lawyer SEO Expert was the search term. This is an AdWords ad, and lawfirmseo.com is right here. We rank #1 for that. But take a look at this. This is almost funny. We actually have a second website, lawyerseo.com, and you can see it's ranking #3 for this keyword here. And let me show you the site here real quick. Looks very similar up at the top, but we're testing out a different type of content plan. Mostly SEO related content, law firms, and less content, focused on our company on this site. So we want to test and see which type of content ranks better, which type of content converts better. But the funny thing about this is, this site, we just started working on the SEO probably less than 2 months ago. And you can see, it's already ranking #3 for Lawyer SEO Expert. It's outranking some, very long established websites for that term, which is great. In fact, last week, it actually knocked our other site, lawfirmseo.com, out of the #1 ranking for that keyword for a couple days before it settled back in at #3. So as you can see here, we are the #1 ranking law firm SEO expert on Google. And when you add in our second site, lawyerseo.com, we actually hold 2 of the top 3 spots for that keyword, Lawyer SEO expert. And then we'll go back and look back at the Bright Local report, close this out. And you can see we've actually taken over #1 spot on both desktop and mobile searches for these keywords. And as of last night, we took over the #1 ranking, or reclaimed the #1 ranking for Attorney SEO Expert. And we'll click this, bring up the SERP screenshot. So you can see it. Takes just a second to load up. Sometimes it takes a couple seconds to load up. There we go. All right, you can see here, this is a screenshot of the Google search for Attorney SEO Expert. We are ranking #1 for that. And like I said, we're on both desktop and mobile ranking #1 for those. And you can actually see, where are we at here? Let's go over here. We are moving up page 1 for a lot of our keywords, steadily moving up. And the other keywords that we've added recently are, climbing up toward page 1. So we're on the march here. You can see we had 30 keywords that went up in this report, 9 went down. We had a couple that went down, a couple mobile, but just 1 or 2 spots. But we had some big jumps, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 spots here for that one. So the progress, the trend is great, looking good. And we're actually climbing up the first page for terms like lawyer SEO, which is a huge term, lots of search volume here. We're number 6 right now. Lawyer SEO company, law firm SEO services. But the interesting thing about what we've been able to do is not just the rankings we've been able to achieve in such a short period of time. And yes, in such a competitive space like SEO for law firms, trust me, 11 or 12 months definitely qualifies as a short period of time. But what's so interesting, and we'll go back to the screenshot, is that we've been able to outrank companies with websites that are much older than ours. I mean, much older. And the age of your domain could be a huge factor in even being able to rank on the first page. The web sites on the first page for most of our target keywords range in age anywhere from 3 to more than 13 years old, all these sites here that you see. They're a lot older, so they've had a lot of time, a huge head start in building their domain authority, the level of trust that Google has in their sites, and yet we continue to outrank dozens of other experts who specialize in SEO for law firms. And I want to point out, someone was just whispering to me, let me just point out that we haven't taken any shortcuts in trying to rank our sites, not one. We haven't even really been very aggressive at all in optimizing either one of our websites. And mostly because our domains, lawfirmseo.com, lawyerseo.com, and they're just so valuable. In the right hands, they're valuable. We actually acquired them from another SEO agency that had them and had attempted to rank them in the past and just wasn't able to do it, wasn't able to get them anywhere near the first page. But we acquired them in less than a year. You can see we've got them ranking number 1 for various keywords and climbing up that first page pretty steadily. So, so there's just really no reason for us to be overly aggressive in pursuit of short-term wins. And that I tell that to everybody. When you're looking at SEO, always prioritize long-term gains over short-term wins, and that's basically what we've done here. So that's it for this update and the case study on our own rankings here at Monopolist. We'll post another one in the next few weeks. In the meantime, if you have any questions about your website or just want to pick our brains, feel free to schedule a free Q&A session, and we'll do everything we can to help you. Have a great day.